Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently working on internal matters, mostly economic and defensive. So that's a thing. We're also working on blasting through a few techs here. I'm primarily looking to get ourselves rank 5 railguns and rank 5 shields. Those are the big things that we're looking for right now. So hopefully those will pop up pretty soon. 5 months on Hyperdrive 3, so that won't be too bad. In the meantime, our bastions are doing quite well.
Construction complete.
I would like to upgrade some of these to citadels, I think, but actually ultimately I don't think that's worthwhile right now. I really don't. You can see here that these are all citadels that the Fallen Empire has, but if we look at this, 102,000... 100,000. So they have 2 fleets of 100,000 strength. We have 1 fleet of 11,000 strength. This Fallen Empire is still quite a ways ahead of us, but that's okay. We're doing very well. Is there anyone in the universe, like in the galaxy here, that's actually... Their fleet power is equivalent to ours. Okay, fair enough. What about, say, these guys? Nope. Okay. So we're definitely in the top tier right now in terms of powers. Admin cap gets us a little bit more efficiency. That's always good. Food from jobs. It's a repeatable tech, but we'll go ahead and grab that. We're starting to hit repeatable techs after all. And eventually we'll get to the point where these star bases are complete.
War declared.
Who is this? Okay, cartel on the regions. Sounds good. Hyperdrive 3. Here's hyper shields. That's what we're looking for there. And hopefully, in engineering, we'll get level 5 railguns. That would be amazing if we did. We do that, and basically the only thing that we're lacking is like level 5 impulse thrusters. Actually, we have level 3 hyperdrives. We should probably go through and put those in. That'll help matters. Maybe go to jump drives eventually? What could possibly go wrong? I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. The Galactic Entente is becoming a bit of a thing, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Magnetic Miracle. 60 months for Science 4 to have a bunch of things happening. I mean, that's great, but we don't have anything actually there. It's a bit unfortunate. Okay, so realistically, what should we be doing with our alloys at this point? Well, I'm kind of waiting for this tech to come in before I hit this upgrade button. I mean, it just keeps getting more and more expensive, to be sure, but that's because our techs keep coming in and our fleet just keeps getting stronger and stronger once we upgrade it. So I'm kind of feeling like we wait for this to come in, maybe we get level 5 railguns in this engineering cycle. If not, we probably just re-roll it until we get it, and then we start building our fleet up. We can continue banking alloys for quite a while, so that's not a problem. We can store up to 15,000, so we'll be okay on that front. In the meantime, we just continue macroing. Like, for example, here, on this mining world, we could use a structure, and I think I'm going to go for a hive warren. We're a bit low on housing, and I'd like to keep going with generator districts. So I think that's the way to go. So that should be fine. And of course, our fleet here is a little on the weak side because we've been neglecting it, but I mean, compared to everybody else, it's strong. But compared to what it could be, oh boy, it's pretty weak. Yeah, this is going to be pretty expensive. Still 25 months on hypershields. That feels like that's going really slowly. Maybe it's because we've been getting good tech speeds, because we've been doing, like, older techs and getting caught up doing rerolls, but I don't know. That feels like it's moving a little slowly. We do have an extra building slot here, and we should definitely construct an alloy foundry in it. There's no doubt about that. It's gotta be an alloy foundry. There are a lot of things queued up here. Excellent. This tech world needs housing, so we'll build it a hive district. There we go. Fantastic.
Accretion complete.
Our stations are coming online nicely. These should be sufficient to defend us from any of these powers that are bordering us. Their fleet power is equivalent to ours, so we should consider that they have about 11,000 fleet power. Okay. Sounds good. That'll be fine. We do want to go take out the Grand Dragon at some point as well. So that's the thing. We can always build ourselves a bunch of defense platforms. Like, we can have up to 12 right now. But realistically, the upkeep on these, I don't know that they're super worthwhile. And they're pretty expensive to actually build. Do they no longer have upkeep? Tooltip doesn't say anything about it. Maybe they don't. That would be a good change, ultimately. Okay, this tech world needs housing. We'll give it a hive district. Sounds good. $19 more months on this tech, 11 more months on this one. Sounds also good. I really, really want to hit this button. I really, truly do. But I shouldn't. I absolutely should not. We're still banking alloys, we're fine on that front, so there's nothing really to be concerned about.
Construction complete.
I highly doubt anybody's going to declare war on us in this situation. The only people that might would be the Husko destroyers, and realistically, they are not in a position to declare a war on anybody. Yeah. Not doing so well over there. It's really not going well. For them, anyway. I'm going to bump it up to the fastest speed for right now. Just because we're largely just sitting around waiting for a tech to come in. Not a whole lot else going on right now. I want to start getting some dangerous techs so that we can start getting a mid-game crisis, or late-game crisis. That would be nice. Mid-game is set up to be 2300, late-game 2400. So we are in the mid-game now. And it definitely is feeling a bit like Stellaris mid-game. Stellaris mid-game tends to get a little bit stagnant, but that's the point of the crises, if they spawn. Which they definitely should. I hope the crisis spawns. But as far as I know, nobody's really done anything to create a crisis yet, which is a thing. We're gonna need to probably poke that particular bear. Maybe one of these fallen empires will wake up. Who knows? That sort of thing can definitely happen. In the meantime, we are 4 months away from mega engineering, which is always nice.
Accretion complete.
And these stations are finishing up. Yeah, they'll be okay. Just getting themselves their little multiplier buildings there in terms of their actual power. This level of power should not be considered their ultimate power. They can beat fleets that are larger than that in terms of power because of these buildings.
Construction complete.
And potentially if they get lucky and pop a bunch of corvettes early on and things like that. Oh hello, this generator world requires a building slot. There's a lot of housing currently available, so let's go for a bioreactor. All of the districts are currently built, There will be no more districts. So in order to keep growing, we're going to need to throw housing at it. So that'll be a thing. There's our mega engineering. Do we get level 4 railguns? No, but we do get Titans. Excellent. That'll be a great thing to have. We'll be able to have a Titan in each fleet. And of course our hyper shields will be coming in soon. And I think with Titans coming in, how far out is that? 52 months. I think we just wait for hyper shields to come in and then we go ahead and hit that button once we upgrade everything. And we'll just get level 5 guns later on because Titans are a pretty high priority really, and this is going to be important. We're going to need Titan assembly yards in our shipyards for that to happen. Oh, hello. They're observing our lack of technological progress with concern? They're just going to give us planetary shields.
Rocket new tech.
Okay. I wouldn't argue that we have a lack of technological process, or progress even, but if you want to give us planetary shields, I'll take it. Whatever. I'm perfectly fine with that. And this science world could use a research lab. Like, how can you look at this world and say, that is a world that is making no scientific progress? Look at this output. That's insane.
Construction complete.
Okay, we should have hyper shields very, very soon. Yes, indeed. 2 months on that. And then we'll go ahead and upgrade this fleet and start it moving to Shap. Because we're going to need to take out this Grand Dragon. And I think we're getting close to having the strength we need to do that. The Racket Industrial Enterprise. Caravaneers, huh? What do they got? The Orbital Trash Disperser. 1,000 energy credits. And then we'll gain Orbital Trash Dispersal, an engineering tech. We have plenty of energy credits. What could possibly go wrong? So what exactly does this do? Oh, orbital bombardment damage increase. Okay. Interesting. Well, we got the tech coming in just a couple of days for our hyper shields.
Research complete.
There we go. Let's go ahead and go for autonomous ship intellects next. That's going to start going down a potentially dangerous path, so that would be a good thing. And then let's go ahead and upgrade all of our ships. Of course, not corvettes. I don't run shields on corvettes. There we go. Cruisers. Excellent. And battleships. There we go. Fantastic. And of course, defense platforms. And now let's go ahead and do what I've been wanting to do for so long. Bam. Excellent. Okay, we have a tradition available. Do we go for ship fire rate and orbital bombardment damage, or do we go for fleet command limit and admiral level cap? I think we go for ship fire rate. Yeah, the Great Game is going to be a really good thing for us to get. 20% starbase damage, 20% defense platform build cost, or 33% defense platform build cost and starbase upgrade cost reduction. That's going to be a lot of alloys that's going to save us ultimately. So we currently have unemployed pops on Generator 1. We'll go ahead and build a mining district to deal with that. Mining 2, which is set up as a generator world. Because it's auto set. Yep. this actually needs to be a mining world, which is this one. There we go. Should have a structure here. We already have maintenance depots.
Construction complete.
Let's go for an energy grid here. There we go. Excellent. Now we are currently losing a couple minerals, and that is because our edict expired. So let's go ahead and hop into our edicts and do production targets. There we go. Now production targets is the one that we're going to want to maintain. The rest is kind of irrelevant to some degree, but we definitely want production targets. Grunthirst is, of course, still working on upgrading. And you can see our fleet is becoming more powerful all the time. All the way up to 15k so far. Of course, in order to challenge these guys, we need to have 100k. 2 fleets of 100k. That's a little bit much, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyway, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and next episode, I think we're going to start going after this Grand Dragon. See you all then.